Stories, Chapter 1. Brenda was 4'11", black hair, hazel eyes, small feet. She wore a size 3, small waist, firm perky tits, with a nice bubble butt, filled lips, belly button pierced, cocoa buttered down, smooth skin, never had a scratch on her legs. With a lovely and caring personality, she was a nurse, homeowner, no kids, 26 years old. She was a Leo, July 28th. The most genuine smile you ever seen. Now one day, coming from work, driving her 2017 all-black Mercedes, she was singing Mariah Carey, "We Belong Together." A light storm was approaching from the north. Light rain showers hitting her windows, fogging it up. "Damn it," she says. "I was supposed to go out tonight." Now planning to play with her roles. Tyrell just so happened to come across her timeline. 6 feet, 5 inches, a solid muscle, size 13 in shoes, dark-skinned chiseled brother, with roster dreads to his shoulders. This was her old school crush, but they just never hit it off. Later that night, finally getting to her rose, wearing a silk dress bare, raising her legs over the back of her head, looking like a tiny ball, her vagina dripping wet, already looking like her left butt cheek was covered in baby oil. A bang at the door interrupted her me time. Kenny was at the door, Tyrell's brother. Tyrell could never get it up, never mind was little. But Kenny was 6'1", with something past his kneecap. Brenda grabs him by the shirt, brings him to the bed. The bed already wet, he says, as he noticed walking in. Kenny starts to unbuckle his Gucci belt. His dick already hard. Brenda ready to see veins. Pulls his pants down to his ankles. She starts to suck his testicles. Her mouth was watered than a fat woman drooling over a chicken. Dick off the back of her head, hanging. He says, "You know what time it is." She opens up with her mouth, eyes wide as she say, "Ah." He slowly starts sliding dick down her tongue to the back of her throat. She does not gag. You can see something going down her throat. Her eyes, dripping tears. But she won't give in. He holds her there, looking at her, and she stares back, starting to have a staring contest. They stay just like that for 5 minutes and 29 seconds, until he realized she was a permanent statue. He pulls out thinking she died, but she didn't. She laughs and says, "You're not ready yet." But anyway, Kenny was a hitman, paid by a big-time drug dealer to take Brenda out. He believes she took $1.7 million from him, and he wanted in blood. Feeling a little down, but having no remorse, he knew what time it was coming. He decided to ask her about the situation, understanding what he was asking. She said a guy named Oscar took $1.7 million, and he was a dirty cop. She was in the car with another friend who was working for that cop, who just took her for the ride. She ain't know nothing until after. Cop cornered her with some crack and her baby, and threatened to take the baby if her friend didn't cooperate. Kenny calls the drug dealer, explains the situation, and hangs up. He says he will let you off the hook. Kenny spent the night continuing to handle his business. Waking up the next morning getting sloppy toppy from Brenda. "Thank you from last night," she says. A half an hour later, he was getting dressed and getting ready to start his day. Opening the door, 6'8" man, bigger than Arnold Schwarzenegger, stands there with a shotgun, blows off Kenny's head right in the doorway. Moving in the house now, looking for Brenda. She hides in her closet, quietly trying to put bullets in her pink Taurus 9. Locked and loaded, she can hear the big man tearing up her place. She breathes slow, waiting for the right moment. She sees him coming to the door. She has her gun already lifted. As he gets closer, she gives him 7 to the chest and 1 to the face. Collapsing over a flat screen TV and a glass table, the man was dead. She checks the man's pockets and sees a paper and a number on it, and no lock on the phone. Finds everything she needs. A month later, at the doctor's office, she finds out she was pregnant with Kenny baby and decides to keep it.